Welcome home, Eli. We're going to do a DIY Wolverine costume here in a little bit. So what I decided to do, I'm going to take you to the range and let you shoot your clothes. Then we're going to put fake blood on it, okay?
Awesome.
But you got to know about guns first, okay? Probably haven't been to the range with me for a couple years. So we're going to go over some important factors with guns, okay? First is the four safety rules, okay? Every gun, no matter what it is, where it is, if it's known or unknown, a known gun is if I had this gun with me the whole time, I'm the one who loaded it, unloaded it, visually checked it, physically and visually checked it, everything. That is a known gun. It's known to me. If I walk up upon something and I have a gun, I get a gun, somebody hands me a gun, that is an unknown gun. Someone hands you an unknown gun, again, you should check it. Make sure it's clear, okay? So, with that being said, the first safety rule, and again, you should never violate any of the safety rules, are treat every gun as if it is loaded. This gun is empty. I can physically feel the chamber is empty. I can visually see the chamber is empty. But I still need to treat it as if it is loaded and it can kill somebody at any time. Okay? If you don't lose respect for a gun, you can kill people. So again, treat every gun as if it is loaded, okay?
Sure.
The second thing with a gun, you never point a gun at something you don't want to shoot. So you can carry it strapping down, or you can carry it pointed to the ground at a 45-degree angle. Okay, that's how you carry a gun. Now, if somebody is around you, people are around you, and I need to go from this position to this position. Just imagine there's a laser pointed out the end of your barrel, and it can cut anybody in half. So if you have to go from point A to point B, or point B to point C, or whatever like that, you take it in a way that it does not. If you're there, I'm here, and I want to go over there, you take it in a way that it's not cutting somebody in half. You never point a gun at something you don't want to shoot no matter what. Even if you're moving it from point A to point B and you know it's unloaded. Because again, treat every gun as if it's loaded. Doesn't matter. 2, never point a gun at something you don't want to shoot. Ever. Okay? Third safety rule. Okay? This is the safety on here. That's safe. That's fire. You keep your gun on safe until you're ready to fire. That means until you acquire the target, your gun is on safe. When it's pointed at the target I want to shoot, I take it off safe. Guess where this finger's not?
Picking my nose.
Yeah, the finger ain't picking my nose. This finger is not in the trigger well. Your fourth safety rule is you never put your finger on the trigger until you're ready to fire. You keep your gun on safe until you're ready to fire. Keep your finger off the trigger until you're ready to fire. When you're ready to fire, you put your finger on the trigger and you slowly squeeze it to the back. Did you hear that? That is the hammer slamming forward, hitting a firing pin. Now, that leads me into shooting. My finger has not stopped squeezing that trigger to the back. When you fire a gun, you carry through, you follow through. Let that you keep aiming downrange, let that round follow through. This gun is semi-automatic. It will complete its cycle of operation automatically. Cycle of operation would be the gas, it's gas operated, will go down. There's a piston here, a piece of metal rod. Gas will go up, it'll push that piston back. That piston will act on the bolt, which will extract the shell from the chamber. There's a thing called an extractor and an ejector. It will eject it out. The ejector has a second job. It also indicates that there's a round in the chamber, usually on most guns, because it presses outward. Okay? Once it extracts and ejects, it goes to the back, it re-engages my hammer, and it starts that cycle over again. It moves forward, it takes a round off the magazine, it puts it in the chamber, and it locks in place and it's ready to fire. So, now listen, real quietly, listen. I'm I'm going to ease up on the trigger. Hear that? Right there, I stopped easing up. There's still tension on this trigger. Because then I can immediately fire again. And again, I'm keeping it pointed at the target I want to hit.
So you can accidentally double fire?
No, because I'm in control. Here. Boom, boom. And you keep that squeezed until it goes through, you release, and you pull again. But you have to be pointed at what you want to shoot. Another thing with guns, and my personal pet peeve, and the way I was trained, and I've gotten trained differently at some other places. This gun, you're left-handed, I'm right-handed. My hand that's on the magazine, or the hand that's on the handle, and this finger here, the trigger, I never let go of the gun here. Some will tell you to release, grab pinky up, to charge the weapon, and then go back. I don't do that. If I have to charge the weapon, I just go underneath, or I go over top. But this hand's always here to shoot. I'm always ready to shoot when I have a gun. So again, cycle of operation, went through that real quick. Again, treat every gun as if it is loaded. This gun is on safe now. You leave it on safe till you're ready to shoot. Never point a gun at anything you don't want to shoot, and treat every gun as if it is loaded. You understand? But this is a very heavy gun, and since it is a gas-operated weapon, you need to stiff wrist it to get it to operate correctly. Stiff wristing is this knuckles, my wrist and my forearm, and everything becomes all one unit. It has to be stiff. I have to have it pulled back, and I have to be stiff. Okay? The reason is, if I limp wrist it, the energy from the gas that's supposed to be pushing the piston back, that energy will go into everything else, so to dissipate. I want to keep that energy traveling straight back and straight forward. Okay? That'll mess up the cycle operation. We'll get a misfeed, because it'll only cycle halfways. Or what's called a stovepipe, meaning this will come back, the shell will only eject halfways, because it doesn't have enough energy to continue its cycle. And it'll get stuck in there. If you have a malfunction or stoppage, all you have to do is, again, it's here, you remove the magazine, pull the charging handle back a few times, clear it, put the magazine in, and do it again. Okay? Or you do what's called tap, rack, bang. Tap the magazine, rack it back, pull the trigger, bang. Tap, rack, bang. Okay, that's the quickest way. That's what you want to do, tap, rack, bang. But the second part was called sports. If I'm having a stoppage, malfunction, sports, seat cover, pull the chamber back, pull the bolt back, observe the chamber, release, and then you reload your magazine and get going. So again, that's all tactical stuff. On the range, just tap, rack, bang. If you're in a firefight, tap, rack, bang don't work. Seat cover so somebody don't shoot your ass, and then you operate on your gun. And again, if you're using a rifle, you're probably gonna have a pistol. It's easier just to let the rifle fall, draw your pistol. Okay. So again, tap, rack, bang. Another thing with guns, and we're gonna shoot the AKV. We're also gonna shoot my 6 Sauer pistol. Okay, so 45. Okay. Can't limp wrist it. That's another. Again, you want to be nice and high up on the grip. Okay. Either have your hands this way. Okay, or butterfly. This slide will slice your hand up as it comes back and forth if any of your skin's there, so you don't want anything above it. Okay. Another thing with the pistol and the rifle, your body has what's called a natural point of aim. If you just stand up and look at something, close your eyes, breathe a few times, open your eyes, that's my natural point of aim. So therefore, I don't want to move my posture or anything. When I draw the pistol, I want to bring the pistol to where I'm looking. I don't move my head to where my pistol is, I move the pistol where my head is. Okay, I can work here, if I'm going to load it, whatever. Put a magazine in, slingshot. Pull back, release, slingshot.
Does it eject from the top?
Yeah.
So do you like check it from there?
Yeah, you visually check it from there. So again, with the rifle, you get your natural point of aim, you bring the rifle up to where you aim. And a lot of times with the rifle, you want a high shoulder well. I want it up high my shoulder here, and I want to have my head down. My head just drops right down. Good cheek well, good contact, and everything's real tight. Everything's one unit. Wherever I look, I can shoot. I bring the gun up to where I'm at. Okay, do you understand? Have any questions?
No.
They are heavy, so this is a 6 hour. This one does not have a safety. Okay. The hammer is here. It's double action or single action. There's what's called a release. That releases the hammer. A few other things is there's different conditions in your weapons. If I have no magazine in it, no ammo in it, and I cleared it, that's a condition 4. Condition 3 weapon is if I have a loaded magazine in it, with this magazine in it, and it's here, it's still unsafe, that's condition 3. Condition 2 is revolvers, the hammer's on an empty chamber, the next chamber is loaded, because it's a cylinder, and condition 1 is it's hot, it's ready to fire. So if you ever hear anybody say condition 1. That's about it. Remember your 4 safety rules. Shoot every gun as if it's loaded. Never put a gun in anything you don't want to shoot. You never take it off safety till you're ready to shoot. And then you never put your finger on the trigger till you're ready to shoot. If you follow those 4, you're golden. You understand? Always wear ear protection. Always wear eye protection. And if something's happening on the range, it's getting too heavy for you, anything like that, don't move the gun or panic or do anything like that. Keep the gun pointed down range. If the best thing to do, if you can't handle the situation, is just put the gun on the ground. Okay? You're always allowed to yell ceasefire, you're always allowed to stop shooting if you need to. Okay? Never panic. Stay calm. Anything with the gun can be fixed. Okay? We'll go over disassemble and assemble later on. Okay? Let's get ready to do some shooting. Alright, buddy?
Yep.
Point it to the ground, insert the magazine with the rounds facing down range till you feel it click. Good. Take your left hand and pull that chambering handle always to the back and let it slam forward. Just pull it back. No, don't put it at your feet. There you go, good. See if you can pull it. Pull it as hard as you can, pull it back. Need help?
It's on safety.
Then put it, don't look at me, keep your eyes down, keep it down range, take it off safety with your finger, there you go, and slowly squeeze. Release slow and squeeze.
I squeezed it. Oh, semi! It's semi, ah.
Slow. Tired?
Has a kick to it.
Aim at your pants and aim at that red shirt. Don't point it at your feet. Keep it out in front of you, okay? There you go. Keep your finger off the trigger until you're ready to shoot, too. So every time, there you go. Don't do that.
Never let it touch the ground.
No, because if you let the barrel touch the ground, it'll fill with mud. Yes. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. There you go. Just look at the targets and fire to fire. Release slow till you get that pistol. As soon as you hear it, squeeze. Don't let it pop forward. Boom. Good. And you're letting your elbow up too high. You want to be tight, okay? Eli's gun is Wolverine, so we're going to shoot up his costume, put some fake blood on it. Some of the bullet holes. Put some fake blood in there. And then his only shot on his blue jeans was a nut shot. So, there we go. Alright, good. We're going to go over the pistol real quick and some things about it. This is a 6 hour. P220. So it is clear, it's pointed downrange. So I'm just gonna go over how you're gonna do this for the first part Eli, okay? So again, slide is at home. I'm gonna decock the trigger. So my hand is high and up on the pistol. Bring it into my workspace. I'm gonna load the magazine with 3 rounds in it. It goes in, slam it in. You wanna manhandle it. Tug it if you want, same with that AKV. Once you load the magazine in, you hear a click, you should pull down on a little bit, okay? So again, I want a slingshot at home. There's grips right here. I want to pull it and let it go. Pull and let it go. So right now the hammer's in the back, so it's in single action. If I pull the trigger, it's just going to fire. It's going to go through its cycle. It's going to be ready to fire again. Or if I want to carry one at the chamber, I can. Now it's double action. So I'm going to go through a few shots. I'm going to shoot the 3. Then on its last shot, the same with the AKV, the slide is going to lock to the rear. Keep filming. I'm going to show you, once you drop that magazine and load the next one, if you slam it up hard enough, my slide should go home automatically. Do you understand? Good. So I'm coming up. I release. Fire. Right there. I release. It locks back. Bring it into my workplace. Fingers off the trigger well, out of the trigger well. I release my magazine. I don't even worry about it because I don't want to get in the habit of it. I'm going to keep my eyes on my target. Come in. It's already ready to go. I can come back up. Fire. Ready to go. Good. Load your magazine. Slam it up in there. Tug on it. Good. Slingshot the slide to the rear. Pull real hard. There you go. Release. Good. Both hands on it. Remember, double stack your thumbs. Perfect. And then squeeze the trigger and it's going to explode. And squeeze the trigger. Keep the squirt. Release the trigger real slow. There you go. And then fire again. Boom. Release and squeeze. Open your feet up a little wider. Good. Now you have a nice base to fire off of. Good. You're taking your finger off the trigger too much as it comes forward. Should always be on the trigger. Maintain pressure backwards when it releases. You still have rounds in the chamber, buddy.
Oh crap, I did.
Yep.
I thought
So keep it pointed in a safe direction. And release. Good. Keep it there. Eject your magazine from there.
Crap, I forgot how.
Push the thumb release. It's down. Yep. Take your finger out the trigger. There you go. There's a thumb release right there. Keep going down, down. That little silver button. Yep. Good. Visually inspect the chamber. There's no rounds in it. It's clear. Good. Good. Load the pistol. Good. Slingshot. Good. Both hands. No, finger off the trigger. There you go. Finger off the trigger. Bring the pistol up and then put your finger on the trigger when you're ready to shoot. Now keep it squeezed. Pull it again and shoot, and then keep it squeezed. Now, as you release, maintain backwards pressure the whole right there. Don't release pressure off that trigger right now. Okay? You should be able to fire in a heartbeat. All right. Now, if you're not ready to shoot, your finger should be off the trigger. Good, because you're not ready to shoot. Do you understand? So remember, always practice those fundamentals. Good. So trigger, there you go. Bring it to your workplace. Bring it to your workspace. Finger out of the trigger well. Good. Reject your magazine. Keep an eye downrange. Look downrange and keep the pistol in your peripheral vision. Always keep an eye downrange. Pump it real hard. Good, that's fine. You can just do that. Good.
And then this down, right?
No, you can it's your finger off the trigger. Finger off the trigger. All right. Keep it pointed down range till you're ready to fire. Both open your legs. Good. You're taking your finger off the trigger. Every time you go forward, you're releasing it too much. There should be constant tension on that trigger. Okay? Good. Now take the finger out of the trigger well. Good. Clear it visually and physically inspect it and make sure it's clear. Clear?
Clear.
Clear. Good. So we're going to talk a few other things about firearms that are some common sense stuff. You should always keep your barrel clear of obstructions. So it's like wet out here right now, muddy. So if you drop it, you need to clean it, because if mud is in the barrel and it's obstructing it, when a gun is fired, the primer is struck and ignites, and there's powder in there. That powder ignites at a high rate of speed, and that creates gas that's hot gas, and it creates a pressure, which gas pressure behind the round, and that's how it's projected down range. So if the barrel is obstructed, that pressure has nowhere to go. There's about 50,000 pounds per square inch in there. It's going to explode. So you don't want that. The gun exploding is a bad day. So we're going to talk about some trigger control real quick. So again, gun's here, my workplace, I'm here. So I'm just gonna so I'm gonna show you if you can hear it. So I'm gonna hit there on the top. So this is squeezed. As I come up, I'm still applying some back pressure. It's re-engaged, and I still have pressure on that trigger. Now, I can pull the trigger and it'll fire again. What Eli was doing, a lot of people do, they do that, but then they release fully. That's a little over-exaggerated. So again, when you go to fire, I want to release slowly, and as I'm releasing slowly, I'm letting this, it's still squeezed to the back. I'm settling in, I'm carrying through, I'm still on target. So when it releases completely, I'm still on target. There, now I'm bringing the pressure back, I'm still on target. Releasing. That's it. Here. Clear. Gun is visually cleared. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Good. In. Give it a tug. Good. Take the safety and flip it down. Now use your other hand to chamber it once. Pull it the whole ways back real hard.
I chambered it.
Okay. Put it back on safe. And then pull it up till you're ready to shoot to take it off safe, okay? And if nothing happens, then we'll have to do that whole procedure over again. High in your shoulder, really high in your shoulder. Open your legs up. There, now you have a good square base. Keep your elbow down and everything tight. There you go. Use your body, use your skeleton structure to brace the rifle.
That's safety off, right?
Yep, safety down, and then squeeze the trigger. Release, squeeze, release and squeeze, release and squeeze. Keep going. Keep going. Boom, 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 boom. Release and squeeze. Pew, pew, pew. Pew, pew, pew. There you go. Don't fall backwards. Finger off the trigger if you're not going to shoot. And then pull it up and pew, 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 man. Look down range. Look down range and go. Is that chamber locked to the rear?
Yep.
Take your finger out the kick. Squeezing that trigger. There you go. Take the magazine out. It's that flipper switch. Use your left hand. Left hand goes behind the magazine.
Put the left hand behind. Don't grab my sights. Put your left hand behind the magazine. Up. Bring it up, up, up. There's a little right there. Push that forward and rock it out. Rock it forward. There you go. Now visually and physically inspect that chamber. Clear?
Clear.
All right. All right. So we're going to put some blood on this. Maybe shred it up a little bit. Shirt's been shot up a little bit for Wolverine. Probably going to cut the sleeves off so he can show his own guns. All right, buddy?
Yep.
All right, go ahead, grab those, and we'll get out of here.